All right, everyone. So this is our last assignment. You'll have about a week to work on it. It's going to be a pretty simple, not too tedious assignment, just kind of branching off on the other stuff that we've learned in Photoshop. This is going to be the Photoshop Living Landscapes. So do Tuesday, May 5th. Obviously not at the beginning of class. It'll be due at any point on Tuesday. I'll also be sending out an email talking about how the very end of the semester is going to go, so look out for that. Okay, so create a complete landscape using only images of parts of the body inside and out. So arms, hands, feet, eyeballs, teeth, muscles, bones, all that kind of stuff. Reproduce any natural elements, meaning trees, water, mountains, houses, cars, etc., to the best of your ability by manipulating body imagery. You can create literal versions that are as visually close to reality as possible, or metaphoric versions that are more abstract and referential. Focus on very cleanly and efficiently cutting your subjects out of the original images, just like we've been doing with all our other assignments. Try to make the composition as interesting as possible. So the rules, 9 by 12 canvas size, and that can be a horizontal or vertical, up to you. 250 DPI resolution, RGB mode, has to have at least 10 images inside of it, or more if you'd like. 10 is just a good solid number to have some variety of image in the overall project. And then of course 2 saved copies. The PSD will be yours, and then the JPEG at the very end that you will email to me. So tools to focus on, we know all this stuff down here, and you know a little bit about dodge and burn from the last one, and we also did brightness, contrast, and levels is basically a more complex version of brightness contrast. So today I'm going to show you hue, saturation, and color balance, a little bit about layers, and then learn about the filter gallery, which is kind of a goofy, fun little thing for some kinds of effects. So we're going to talk about our examples here. So these are some pretty decent examples. This is like a little version of Starry Night, which is kind of cool. And everything you're going to see in all of these, every part of every image is made with just body parts. So these are all spines. I think a lot of this background is like hair that's been manipulated. Of course, eyeballs. This is hair as well. Here you can see palm trees that are made out of spines and rib cages. The whole beach is like a patch of skin. Some rocks that are made out of teeth. These are like eyelashes. Kind of a cool night scene. Some bodies and legs for like mountains and sand dunes. This is a cool little skull, where this is the front of the skull, but it's super hard to see because it's in the shadow, so you just see the top of the skull. This is a really good use of color and a little bit of blurring as it gets towards the background to show depth. So this is all hair. These trees are made from, I think, the veins inside of lungs. And then this background is made from sort of a blurred version of a blurred image of muscle tissue, I believe. Hand camel there. So you can create all this stuff. You can create, this is a tree that's made of legs and arms. Obviously, and then it's he used the dodge and burn tool to really highlight the highlights and make the shadows really dark, and then it looks like the moon is sort of hitting the side of the tree, casting some really bright highlights, but also some nice shadows, and then created a second version of it down here to be a cast shadow. So that's really kind of cool. Nice use of the same image here, but flipping it and then putting a filter from the filter gallery on it to make it look like water. Nice little metaphoric graveyard scene here with these little feet tombstones. Those are pretty cool. All right, so you can see you're not really limited to what you can make. You know, you can get pretty weird with it if you want. Use some of these as a jumping off point for things that you like, things that you don't like, etc. Get some ideas and then go from there.